अस्सलामुअलैकुम एवरीवन। मेरा नाम शामिल आरिफ है। मैं रेहान कॉलेज की स्टूडेंट हूँ एज अ फैसिलिटेटर। हेलो ChatGPT,
Hello. How can I help?
what is procrastination and how would you define in your own words?
Procrastination is when you delay or postpone something you know you should do. So it's like intentionally choosing the short term comfort of putting it off instead of tackling the task in the moment. It's not just laziness. Often it's about avoiding discomfort like fear of failure, boredom, or just feeling overwhelmed.
Okay, what do so many people struggle with procrastination in their daily life?
Hmm. A lot of people struggle with procrastination because of things like overwhelm, fear of failure, or perfectionism. When tasks feel huge or unclear, it's easy to freeze or distract yourself. Also, the brain prefers instant rewards, like scrolling or quick wins, over long term gains. Making tasks tiny and achievable really helps.
What are the most common causes of procrastination among students and professionals?
Hmm, a few big ones. Students, the common causes are pretty similar for both students and professionals: fear of failing, perfectionism, overwhelm, low motivation, poor time management, too many distractions, decision fatigue, low confidence, unclear goals, and burnout. For students, it often shows up with studying, assignments, or exam prep. For professionals, it's often important tasks like big emails, projects, or decisions. The good news? It's a habit, not your identity, and you can work on it.
Okay. How can procrastination affect a person' academic and career success?
Hmm. Procrastination can have a big impact on both in school and work life. Academically, it can mean lower grades because assignments get rushed or submitted late, weaker exam performance from last minute studying, higher stress levels, and less confidence in your abilities. In a career, it can look like missed deadlines, lower quality work, a damaged reputation, and missed opportunities for promotions or leadership roles. Over time, the stress and self doubt can pile up. The good news, recognizing it early lets you build steady habits, like setting clear goals, breaking tasks into small steps, and doing a little each day. That can really turn things around.
What are the emotional effects of consistently delaying important tasks?
Constantly putting things off tends to chip at your mood as much as your to do list. It can lead to guilt, stress, and self criticism. You might feel anxious or nagged by a constant sense of unfinished business. That can wear on confidence and make it harder to start next time. It's a bit of a feedback loop. So, noticing that pattern is already a big step forward.
Okay. How can fear of failure lead to procrastination?
Hmm. Fear of failure can lead to procrastination when you start seeing a task as a test of your worth instead of just something to do. You might worry about making mistakes or not doing it well enough. Those worries make starting feel risky, so it's tempting to delay to get temporary relief from that stress. The problem is that the deadline creeps closer, and that can lead to rushing, which reinforces the fear next time. A gentle way through is shifting the focus to progress over perfection and breaking tasks into tiny steps. That makes it less scary to start.
Okay. What is the connection between perfection and procrastination?
Hmm. They're very connected. Perfectionism sets sky high standards, so anything less feels like failure or not good enough. That fear can make you dodge starting altogether. There you go. So, perfectionism can feed procrastination because it's easier to avoid than to risk not meeting that impossibly high bar. The way out is to focus on progress over perfection, doing a rough first step instead of waiting for the perfect moment. Progress builds confidence. Waiting for perfect keeps you stuck.
How does poor time management contribute to procrastination?
Hmm. Yeah, it can lead to procrastination because you don't plan well. So you don't prioritize well, you might underestimate time, and end up pushing tasks to the last minute. Without clear deadlines or priorities, it's easy to drift or delay important work. For example, if you don't set small deadlines for yourself, it's easy to drift and push things off. A simple time management tweak, breaking work into small steps and setting realistic deadlines, can make starting a lot less overwhelming.
Can social media and technology increase procrastination? How?
Sure, try this. Just pick one important task and split it into even smaller chunks. Just like open a document, write one sentence, or do 10 minutes now. That tiny start is often the hardest part. Once you're in motion, momentum does the rest.
How can setting clear goals help overcome procrastination?
Exactly. Clear goals give you direction so you know what to do next. Without them, it's easy to drift. With them, you get a clear path and you can track progress. Smart goals are super helpful: specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Say, instead of study tonight, go for study chapter 2 for 30 minutes at 7 p.m. Smaller goals can create quick wins that build momentum and reduce that urge to delay.
What role does self discipline play in beating procrastination?
Big role. Self discipline is like the quiet muscle that helps you act even when motivation dips. It's what helps you start and keep going, even when excuses show up. You don't need perfect self discipline, just enough structure. Small, repeatable wins build momentum.
How can breaking a big task into smaller steps improve productivity?
When you break things down, each step feels less scary and more doable. That means you get little wins faster. Those wins release dopamine, which keeps you going and makes you more motivated over time. Plus, it prevents that overwhelmed feeling and makes progress more visible step by step.
What are some simple daily habits that help prevent procrastination?
A few you can try. Make a small to do list each morning. Pick just 3 tasks. Set a short timer for focused work, like 25 minutes. Take short breaks on purpose. Remove one distraction before you start. And try ending the day with a tiny reflection, like what helped and what didn't. Tiny daily habits build momentum and keep procrastination from getting a foothold.
How can creating a daily schedule reduce procrastination?
A simple schedule puts your tasks in a clear order so you know what comes first. It lowers decision fatigue, it reduces that where do I even start feeling, and it makes starting less scary. Even 15 minutes set at a specific time can create a routine that nudges you into action. Over time, your brain learns that we do this now instead of maybe later.
Why is it important to prioritize tasks instead of delaying them?
Because recognizing the task lets you choose a better time instead of just putting it off. Like, don't just say, I'll do it later. Say, I'll do it at 4 p.m. for 20 minutes. That tiny shift turns later into planned, and planned tasks are much more likely to get done.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anytime you want, I'm here to help you turn goals into doable steps.